Today we're doing an Ira Living Legend deck tech. We are getting these decks out here because we love Living Legend and it's going to be a bigger part of Fab going forward. And we want to help people get over the first hurdle. So this will be a series of budget deck techs on some of the best decks in LL and how to upgrade them. This deck, based on Naib Mobassier's winning deck from Battle Hardened Singapore, is incredible. Even a budget version will still be crazy good because the most powerful cards in the deck are Zephyr Needle, and you start with them in play. Zephyr Needles were banned in CC due to all the dagger recursion pieces that they printed in Hunted, and these are the other key pieces in the deck. 9 copies of Upsticks and Run, and 6 copies of Pick Up the Point should tell you that this is an entirely dagger-focused build, with only occasional ninja stuff going on. I just mentioned this card being banned in CC, but I wouldn't worry about it being banned in LL. They weren't touched or mentioned in the latest ban list, so I can only assume that they're an acceptable level of broken for Living Legend. Your first pickup should be the Ira Armory deck, as it has a ton of these cards and is a great CC product on its own. A lot of the rest of these cards are draft chat for bulk, so I would recommend asking your local community for them instead of trying to buy them off a single site. This is especially true of the dagger recursion cards and a lot of the blues. This is still one of the more expensive decks in the budget series since Ninja is always a meta contender and can always use good generics. Still, the price is brought down a lot by the new Flick Knives and Warmongers reprints in Super Slam, which is why they're still on this list. Notably, you can only play one Warmongers in LL, so if you get it, that's great. If not, whatever. The general game plan is to throw tall daggers, threaten card draw, and occasionally send some disruption. This is a very aggressive deck, so pop your Mask of Three Tails early before your opponent has to start blocking with most of their hand. I mentioned Mask of Three Tails and not Mask of Momentum because we couldn't justify more than 2 pieces of equipment over $50 and still call this a budget list. So this is your first priority for an upgrade. Threatening card draw every turn, sometimes multiple times in a turn, is extremely powerful, especially compared to the lower power CC Ira deck, where sometimes you just have to arsenal a bad blue. That is not often the case with this deck. There are a lot of upgrades for this deck, and I've put them all in the maybe section so you can keep track of them all. Your next targets to replace are Wreak Havoc and Humble, with Censor, Erase Face, and the iconic Command and Conquer. Humble is a higher value than Havoc, so that should go second. Personally, I'm a very big fan of Humble. Shelter from the Storm is one of the best cards printed in recent memory, but Flick Flack can be a great stand-in for a long while. Wait on this one and hope you pull it out of Hunted packs or prices go down. Weakest Link is mostly here for the Zen matchup. Zen is really damn good, but he's not a big meta pick like Starvo or Briar, so this is a low priority upgrade unless your local meta has tons of Crouching Tigers running around. We'll put the link in the video description below, but yeah, check it out and let us know how it goes.